Hello students, I hope you people are staying home and staying safe, and today let us discuss the graphical analysis of motion in a straight line. So what we are discussing? We are discussing graphical analysis of motion. Graphical analysis of motion. So first we have to understand what are the types of graphs which are available to us. So the graphs which we will be discussing in this video is position time graph and velocity time graph. And we'll understand it clearly what are the uses of these graphs. What are the uses of these graphs? So number one, let us discuss position time graph. So the position time graph, as soon as I say, always remember that the time is always in the x-axis and the other parameter goes in the y-axis. So for a body which is stationary, the xt graph will be parallel to time axis. That is, time is increasing but the position of the body is not changing. Therefore, graph number 1 is the position time graph for a body at rest. If a body is in motion, then motion can be uniform motion. That is, it covers equal distances, or the the uniform motion appears to be something like this: equal positions or equal distances in equal intervals of time. So this is uniform motion. I have started my graph from origin, but if you wish to start from your body, the motion from with some reference point, let that point be x0, then your graph will look like this. For example, a body is in non-uniform motion, that it covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time, or vice versa, then your graph looks something like this. So the slope of position time graph gives you velocity. V is equal to dx upon dt. Now the question is, how do I find the slope? So slope means y-axis divided by x-axis, that is tan theta. So what do? Is I drop a perpendicular from 2 points, up from a particular point. Let this point be, say, A, let this point be, say, B, and let this point be N. So BN is the perpendicular and this angle is theta, which gives me the slope. So what is tan theta? Perpendicular upon base. So this is BN upon AN. So what is the value of AN? AN is time. And what is VN? VN is nothing but velocity. Position. So position divided by time, or distance divided by time, and what does it give you? It gives you velocity. So the slope of position time graph gives you velocity. Now the next type of graph is VT graph. If the body is in uniform motion, that is, it is covering equal distances in equal intervals of time, that means the velocity of the body is constant, because at every point the velocity will be same. So VT graph corresponding to the xt graph in uniform motion appears to be constant. What is the use of VT graph? So VT graph we can use to find the slope of the graph, that is y-axis divided by x-axis, which will give us tan theta, which is equal to acceleration. And also the area of the graph, that is y-axis into x-axis, that is equal to velocity into time, gives me the distance traveled, or the displacement. So this is the importance of VT graph, that if you draw one graph, you can get both the acceleration and the displacement. So my first question is, how do I find the area of VT graph for a body which is in uniform motion? So I told you the graph looks something like this. From this point, drop a perpendicular, because if you want to find the area, you need a closed figure. And let us mark these points as A, B, C, D. Then what is the area of this rectangle A, B, C, D? This will be equal to what? T1. This is T2 and the velocity is constant. Length into breadth. So this is V into T1 minus T2, which is nothing but velocity into time. And what is velocity into time? Displacement. So now we have found out that the area under VT graph gives displacement of an object in a given time interval. So this can be applied to uniform motion, this can be applied to non-uniform motion, to anything. Now we will discuss how we can use the VT graph, to find the acceleration. Suppose I draw a graph, VT graph, something like this. This means the initial velocity is not zero, the body possesses some initial velocity. From this I want to prove that the slope of VT graph gives acceleration of the object. So I mark 2 points P and Q and I drop perpendiculars and then I join the two lines. So this angle is the slope, because angle is always inclined with the time axis. So now let us see. Let us find out the value of tan theta, which is nothing but slope of the graph. Slope of the graph. So what is the slope of the graph? Perpendicular upon base. Tan theta is nothing but perpendicular upon base, that is Qn divided by Pn. What is Qn? Qn, if I try to find, this is V, this is V. So what is this? This is V2 minus V1. If this is V1, this is V2, then this distance is what? This complete distance is V2. Then what is it? It is V2 minus V1. And this is what? Time. Then the slope of the graph is V2 minus V1 divided by, let the time be T1 and T2. So V2 minus V1 divided by T2 minus T1, which is nothing but velocity upon time, which is acceleration. From the same graph, you can also show that the area of this graph gives displacement. So let us mark some points. Let me change the color of the pen. So this is PQ we have already taken. So PQ, R and S. So we are considering that area of the VT graph. So area of the VT graph is nothing but the area of PQRS, a trapezium. So what is area of trapezium? Half into sum of the parallel sides. And what is the sum of the parallel sides? U plus V into height. And what is the height? T. U plus V by 2 is nothing but V average. V average into time. So velocity into time. What is velocity into time? Displacement. So we have got that velocity into time gives you displacement. So from this, if we have understood this much, the question should arise is, can we derive the three equation of motion by graphical method, and what sort of graph? So let us draw a VT graph such that the body has some initial velocity, and now let us derive the three equation of motion. So let us first create a proper diagram, and let's do it. If this is T, then this is T, this is U, this complete portion is V, so this is V minus U, this is theta. So the first equation of motion, V is equal to U plus AT. So what do we know? The slope of VT graph gives acceleration. gives acceleration. So what is the slope? Gives acceleration. What is the slope? Tan theta. And what is tan theta? Perpendicular upon base. And what is perpendicular? V minus u. What is the base? T. This should be equal to acceleration. So V minus u is equal to AT, or V is equal to u plus AT, the first equation of motion. The second equation of motion, S is equal to ut plus half AT square. For this we have to find, since we have to find displacement, we will find the area of the graph. And what is the area of the graph? The area of the graph is equal to area of triangle ABC plus area of rectangle OACD. So what is displacement? Area of triangle, half into base into height plus u into t. What is V minus u? V minus u from equation number 1 is AT. So this is ut plus half AT square. So now let us derive the third equation. V square minus u square is equal to 2as. What we have to do? We have to eliminate time. So again what we'll do is, we'll find the area of trapezium OABD. And what is the area of trapezium? This will give us displacement, half into sum of the parallel sides into height. So what is the value of t from equation number 1? T will be V minus u upon a. Cross multiply 2a towards s. This is a plus b, a minus b, which is equal to v square minus u square. So we have derived all the three equations from what? Of the VT graph. I hope that things are clear to you, the derivation is clear to you. In the next video, I'll come up with the numerical part of the equation of motion. If you have any doubts on the topic, you can call or WhatsApp at 94241-01227. This is Sri Lata signing off. Bye bye.